So hello everyone, welcome to this video lecture series of Python programming for data science and machine learning. So in the previous two videos we have seen the installation process of Anaconda, basics of Python, and in the previous video we have seen how to develop a machine learning environment inside the Python. Now in this video lecture we will focus more on the Jupyter notebook and we'll see how Jupyter notebook works, what are its constituents, and how we can effectively use Jupyter notebook. After going through the Jupyter notebook, we will also see some of the basic functions that Python contains that we must know before doing any sort of programming. So let's get started. So to open the Jupyter notebook, first of all we'll go to the Anaconda navigator. Inside the Anaconda navigator we'll just scroll down and try to find the Jupyter notebook. You can easily see the Jupyter notebook here. Just click on the launch button. The moment you will click on the launch button, the Jupyter notebook will open. So this is how Jupyter will open in a web browser. After this, you can choose your desired location where you want to create your program. For example, I have chosen this particular path. So I'll now quickly go to this button new and I'll create one new Python 3 file. So the first thing that we'll do here is the renaming of this file. So because we are going to teach you about Jupyter, so we'll rename it as Jupyter here, and that is done. Now let us just hover about this basic tabs that are given to us. The first tab is the file. So if you want to create a new file, if you want to open a file, if you want to create a copy, save, or if you want to just download some this particular file as in the form of HTML, notebook, PDF, or even .py format, so you can do this from this particular file tab. And then we have edit tab, cut, copy, paste cells, move cells up, down, find and replace, view tab. So if you want to get more views, there are certain tools which are hidden, so you can just show that particular tab from view button. Then we have insert. You can insert a cell above or below. Then we have cell. You can run cell from here. You can just select or terminate cells. So all these things you can do from here. Again, kernel is very essential, especially in the restarting of the cells, clearing the output and run. Also there are certain times when our codes get stuck at certain point of time, so you can just restart all the codes and run all. After that we have certain widgets, and in the last we have help. But do you think that the person who is really good at Jupyter will use these tabs while working on a Jupyter notebook? No. Why? Because if you are really efficient in Jupyter, you need to know the shortcuts that Jupyter is containing, and there are enormous shortcuts that Jupyter has. And as an efficient coder or efficient Python programmer, you have to know all the shortcuts of Jupyter, because these are minute things, but these are certain things which are going to save lots of your time when you are actually doing coding for real time scenario or in the real time industry. If you are doing coding, this is something that is going to help you a lot. So first of all, we must know that Jupyter notebook has two different modes. First one is the command mode and the second one is the edit mode. So right now this particular tab, this particular line is in command mode. Now if I want to go to the edit mode, I'll just press enter. The moment I'll press enter, this will turn itself into green. The moment it turns itself into green, it becomes edit mode. Now if I want to again go back to command mode, I'll just press escape. It will again go back to the command mode. So these are two basic modes of Jupyter notebook that you all must understand and you all must know. Now the shortcuts for command modes are different and the edit modes are different. So first of all, we are going to learn about all the shortcuts related to the command mode. So let us start the ABCD of this command mode shortcuts one by one. So A is used for inserting a cell above. So for example, this particular cell is anything that is XYZ, and we want to insert a cell above it. So first of all, we need to go from edit mode to command mode. Remember, this will work only on command mode. So the moment we are in command mode, if you type A, it will insert a cell above. Again, if we type B, it will insert a cell below. So A inserting a cell above, B inserting a cell below. Now C is used for copying. So the moment I'll click C, it will copy it. And if I go to this particular tab and if I just press V, it will paste. Understood? C for copy, V for paste. After C we have D. So if I want to delete a cell, I'll press D 2 times. D. The moment I press D 2 times, it will delete the cells. For E, we generally use enter. So again, I have already told you, the moment you press enter, it will enter into edit mode. After that we have F. F is generally used for find and replace. So the moment you will type F, it will just open find and replace panel for you. After that we have H. H is used for help. So all the shortcuts that I'm telling you is present in this particular even more shortcuts are present in this particular keyboard shortcuts, but I'll just be telling you about A to Z. You can just go to this particular panel and discover more shortcuts so that you can increase your efficiency more and more and more. After F we have after H we have I. So I is generally used for interrupting the kernel or interruption in the kernel. After I we have J. So J is used for selecting a cell below. For example, if I just press J here, so it will just go down. And similarly K is used for selecting a cell above. So if I press K, it will go up. J down, K up. Okay. After J and K we have L. L will toggle a number for you. So for example L, it will toggle a number for me, right? So it will show us number inside one particular cell. After L we have M. M is generally used for marking down a cell. So if I just want to mark down this particular cell, so I'll just type M. So it will not take it as code, it will take it as markdown reference. After M, with the M we should also know certain additional things. For example, if I just want to create header sort of somewhere, so I'll just press 1 and it will create a header. I'll just press 2, it will create a smaller header. I'll just press 3, a bit more smaller header. So 1 2 3 4 5, this all numbers are shortcut for creating headers. So what all things that we can do from here, either we can do codes, we can write codes, we can have markdowns, we can have raw contents, or we can have headings. So the moment I want to convert it into the code, I'll just write I'll just press Y, so it will convert it into the code. If I want to convert it into the markdown, I'll just press M, it will convert it into the markdown. If I want to convert it into the heading, I'll just press 1 2 3 4. According to your size, it will convert it into the heading. And the last thing is, if I want to convert it into the raw, I'll just type R, it will convert it into the raw format. So these are some basic formats that you must be aware of. So after this all things, we have something known as V. We have already discussed. V is for the pasting of the cells, and X is again for the cut. So the moment I press X, it will cut the cell, and if I press V, it will paste the cell. So after command mode, let us now look at some of the basic shortcuts of edit mode. They are also very useful. So for example, if I just want to write my name here, Abhinav. After I write my name here, I want to make it a comment. I'll just use shortcut as Ctrl+/. It will make it as comment. And if I want to delete it, I'll just type Ctrl+D. It will delete it. Now basic run of the cell. So if I want to run this particular cell, there are 3 types through which we can run a particular cell. For example, if I want to run this particular cell, I don't need to go here and click run. I don't need to go to cell and click on run cells. Simply what I can do is I'll just type Ctrl+Enter and it will run this particular cell. Or if I want to run this cell and go below, I'll just simply type Shift+Enter. It will run this particular cell and it will go below. Now if I have anything here, for example any comment 1 2 3, and if I want to run this particular cell, go below by creating a new cell. Run this cell, go below by creating a new cell. So I can do that by typing Alt+Enter. So I hope this 3 types of run inside the edit mode is clear to you, and that is all about the basic know-how of Python that we need to discuss. Now that's all for this particular video lecture. Thank you so much for giving your precious time to us.